Hi everyone, to all of you people. We are back again. We are back into work. Yes, okay. Today we are going to go through with the 2025 paper discussion. The last segment I will be covering up in today's class. It's a quite a long session that we have been doing on. Okay, එකක් දෙකක් කරේ නෑ. කරන ඉවරයක් නෑ, but still that is the commitment. Okay, so you believe on something, you start working on something, and eventually you become something that you want. Okay, මෙච්චරක් effort එකක් දෙනවා. Okay, why? Because we are believing that you guys will be getting well prepared before the examination. Okay, so let's get started off. There was a small mistake in the thank you for Hafil. Okay, letting the mistake shown the mistake. I'm really happy. பிள்ளைலாம் முடிக்கிற அளவுக்கு okay, all our people are getting in. So Guruji, okay, sound கேக்குது இல்லையா? That should be okay, no? Okay, right. So the mistake was in the previous paper, that is the part 1 discussion එක කරනකොට මම ඇවිල්ලා ordering එක වැරදි දාලා. Okay, මම ඒ වෙලාවේ කරනකොට මට කිව්වෙත් නෑ, මටත් ලොකුවට note වෙන්නේ නෑ, my mistake. So that was a problem, okay, which I already divided it properly, but இங்க நான் numbering கொடுக்கக்குள்ள பிழைய கொடுத்துட்டேன். So what I did was I took the screenshot of the scheme and uploaded here. It won't be a big issue. So but මේක තමයි මම කරපු වැරද්ද. Okay, so ඒක පොඩ්ඩක් බලා ගන්න, note down කරගන්නත් තියෙනවා. Okay, so we have been going through with the M50 MCQs, 4 essays, and okay, we have been going through with the essay part. Okay, essays almost we completed 3 essays in there, so we have 3 more to go through. So let's get into the discussion of these 3 essays also. Right. So let's get into the question here. This, of course, I have already discussed with my students when we were in the theory class as well. A nice, interesting question. Undu. Let's see how to go through with the essay Python based question. Question number 8. Your class teacher has requested you to develop a menu based Python application. So it's a application that displays a menu. Application that will have menus, and when you select the menus you have different options. Okay, the examiner marks our students and provide you with the following requirement. Very simple. එච්චර quote නෑ. Python දැනගත්තොත්, and you know the basics in there, you can get it. The only thing is you guys are lazy. From you're lazy to making it easy, you have to do that hard work. එච්චරයි තියෙන්නේ මැද. Okay, no matter what hard work I do have it, no matter how much of tired I am, I'm still doing the session for you people, even though for this whole month I don't get any payment. Okay, I have no single payment from you people, but still I am doing sessions for you people. Okay, like you would, that's the commitment. Okay, because I want everyone to get through the examination. ගොඩක් අය ඉවර කරා කරලා කවුරුත් ක්ලාස් කරන්නෙත් නෑ දැන්. Okay, ඒගොල්ලන් සල්ලි දුන්නත් තමයි ක්ලාස් කරන්න විදිහේ සීන් එකක් තියෙන්නේ, but then අපි commitment එක වැඩ කරනවා. Last moment වෙනකන් අපි වැඩ කරනවා. Okay, don't give up. Each student, so there are these are the 3 options. Each student in a class is identified by the unique ID. Each student sit for the papers. The menu should have these 3: read marks, display marks, except. When option 1 allow the user to enter the index number, option 2 display the index number and the marks. So these are the output. Option 3, exit the application. Write a Python function to display the above main on a screen, allowing the user to type the menu option and return the option to the user. So we have to write a function on the loader. They haven't said the function name, but this function should return the option the user entered. So let's go through with the question. You are supposed to create a Python function that will display. So let's have the Python function def display menu. I'll have it like underscore, right? Okay, when I call this function, when the user call this function, it will display 3 things. Okay, print, I can say option 1. I can say print option 1, read marks. Okay, print option 1. Yeah, option 1 kita down. Option 1. The menu should display the following. No, options do not done within print option 2. Display marks. Print option 3. Exit application. Okay, so 3 different prints are coming in one by one, and then it asks the user to select an option. So I can say option equals input. I'll say select option. Enter option click and pull enter option. And the option 1, the option 2, the option 3 you have to get the enter from there. And once you print all 3 options, and once you get the option from the user with a small prompt screen, okay, you can return this option to the main program. Return option. So this is the function, this is the print statement, and so on. අපි පොඩ්ඩක් අපි Python එකට ගිහිල්ලා අපි පොඩ්ඩක් ගහලා බලමු how do we get the answer. I'll use the Python online. So basically it has to display these 3 options. And when I call the function, it has to work accordingly. So this is the function. These are the print statement. Let's run it. If I run it, doesn't even happen, but I'll call display underscore menu. That's extended. Now let's indent it here. See, option 1, option 2, option 3, end option 2, option 1, option 3, option 4. Sounds good. Easy, easy. Good. Then you can also write display menu option. So this is the function call, and this is the function. So this is the call of the function. This is the function itself. Here nothing happens, but instead it basically display the options, and here it gets the input from the user and it returns the input. Simple. It won't be much easier. Amount then it's kind of easy. All right, okay, so let's get into the next one. Question number 2. If the Python list of tuple is used to store the marks, it's a list of tuples. What do you mean by list of tuple? List of tuples. List එකක් කියලා කියන්නේ මේක, tuple කියලා කියන්නේ මේක. So it has a list of tuples. Right, something like this. Okay, this is the meaning of list of tuple. Used to store the marks of the student. So here they will be storing the marks of the student. So we take each and every marks. It's a list of tuples. We take the marks in here. Write a Python function to return a tuple. It will return a tuple comprising the index number, marks of 3 subjects. So this tuple includes the index number and marks of the 3 subjects. Okay. In there, for an example, if the function is defined as get marks, it should return the tuple. It's a very simple one. Okay, so it's a function they have already said. But under kochara easy question now it's the function name already they have said. What is the function name? The function name is def get a වගේම ලියමු marks and they have said index number mark 1 mark 2 mark 3. Okay, this is the function. Now this function, what it will do, it will return a tuple. Simple as it is. Okay, this function will simply return what? It would return a tuple. It's right. Okay, for an example, it should return the tuple comprising of these values. So you can return a tuple. So tuple la return karana puluwan. If you want, you can write as a tuple කියලා දාලා you can write it. Or if you are not sure, like මම මේක breakdown කරලා දාන්න. Student කියලා දාලා ඕන්න මම දාන්න details ටික tuple එකට. Now how do you mention a tuple? Bracket. මේක එහෙම ලියමු. Then you return the student. Like I break it down so to make it easy for you, right? Mummy kuda quad breakdown kara to make it much more easy. So what happens in here? This is the function. See how easy this question, function, and this is the inputs of the function. When you get these inputs, this will create a tuple variable, and this will return that variable. Sounds good? Nice. Write a Python function, another function, so almost 3 functions are going on. By using the above two function to read the marks of multiple students, add them to the list of tuple with the name class marks. Your function should terminate if the user enter -1. So a couple of things are there. So first point is to terminate when index number is equal to -1. That's number 1. Then you have to read marks and the index of the student. You have to read the marks and the index number of the student. And by using the other function, okay, convert marks and index into a tuple. They are saying it, no? To read the marks of the students and add them to the list of the tuple, convert them to a tuple and add them to the list. I said, now you take the index number and marks of the student. You convert that into a tuple by calling this function. When you convert it into a tuple, okay, එක tuple එකට convert කරාම ඒක add කරන්නලු to the list. Okay, the list name one class marks. So මෙච්චර factors අපිට කරන්න ඕනේ. Hari. So first thing is we have to begin a loop. So I'll begin a loop. I'll say it's a never ending loop. It's a loop which will be never ending. I'll say index equal int input. Okay, nice. If index is equal to -1, if index is -1, I'll ask to break because I can stop the code. Right? If not, else, if the index number is not, now first I have to get the index number. I can say marks 1, marks 2, marks 3. You get the index number. This is a never ending loop. I'm generating a loop which will be never ending. I don't need to worry. So it's a loop which will always keep on rotating again and again. So it's a never ending loop. I'll take the index number from the user. If the index number is equal to -1 now, you break it. What do you mean by the break? You stop the code, as they say. Index number is not equal to -1. If not, you take marks 1, marks 2, marks 3. So terminate if it's okay. This is also okay. Convert the marks into a tuple. So by using the function, you can use it to tuple. So I can say I have to initiate a variable called class marks outside. Why? Because I have to have that variable also. No, it's an empty list. Alright. So what I have to say it is class marks dot we can make class marks එකට append කරන්නලු. I'll say I'll add it. Okay, I'll add it. I'll use this function get marks and I'll send these values in there index comma m1 comma m2 comma m3. So what am I doing basically in here is for this list I'm going to add some value. No, that value will be the function which returns the tuple. So I'm adding this tuple with this function. So what will happen is the moment when you come to this code, may code de kilim method and he will be returning a value. No, adithan add down. add වෙන්නේ. That will get added. Simple as it is. Sounds good. Harne. So this is an empty list. Why sir did you create an empty list? Nattang array kake. You can't add it, no. You have to have a list. So this is a never-ending loop. This is the input. This is exit stop. Marks input. Add to the list. You add it to the list. You add it to the list. Again, this add append. So add it to the list. This is the function call. Because they say by using the other function. And these are the parameters. Now I have the class marks. Now class marks will be like this. Now the class marks variable, just for a reference, will be like this. Student number 101, 21, 30, 40. 102, 55, 60, 70. So this is the student number 101. This is the student 102. When they say -1, it will stop. Good. Last one. Write down a Python function to display the marks on the screen given to his or her index number. Right. So if the user enter, so the D part what they say, if the user enter 101, the system should display the marks. If the user enter 101, it should display the marks of that user. Now I have to go in the loop. So what I can do, write a function, another function, no? So I'll say function get marks. In this get marks, I'll get the index number from the user. Okay, get marks index number from the user. Okay. I'll use that global variable class marks. Why? Because I'm going to use that global variable. Make it inside the function. It's a global one. Yeah. This is optional. Make a completely optional, but global marks on I'm using the variable global marks from the outside the function because the class marks or the function variable that's outside the function. No? I have to bring him in. So global keyword. Okay, global keyword can be used to refer a variable outside refer a variable outside a function. So now this, okay, class marks is a variable from outside the function. So आप एक refer करना. For I in class marks, now I have to rotate it one by one. Student 1, student 2, student 3, student 4. Okay, I have to get the index number also. I have the index number, no? Right? Okay, if I equal to, if I equal to, that is index is equal to, okay, now I will be that student. I a zeroth index. හරිනේ. එහෙනම් මෙහෙම තමයි යන්නේ. Now class marks வந்து student by student now goes. இது ஒரு student. இது ஒரு student. Okay, මේක තමයි මෙහෙම. මේකේ this is the marks. This is the marks. And this is the marks. This is the index. Now the index number is the index number 0. This is the location 0. So for student 1 is also 0. For student 2 is also 0. So obviously it is always in the first place. Henang, I'll have a loop that goes one by one. Student 1, then student 2. When I goes to student 1, check whether the index number is equal to meage 0. Meage 0. Meage 1, meage 2, meage 3 and adala 0. If that is true, nang, I'll say display, sorry, display print I. Print I. And I can say brick. Because why? It was I pin and don't nanny. If you want, you can also say no also. Else, also I can add it optional. Print no index number found. I created a function called getMarks by getting the index number as the input. Okay, nice. Global function के लिए क्या है? I'm referring the global variable. I'm referring the, okay, I'm referring this variable into the function. Let's also compare our answers with the schema, right? Now I'm using a loop to repeat it inside. Repeat one by one. Repeat values. And I'm checking whether the index number that I wanted, is it equal to the 0th index of that I? If it's yes, print that I and stop it. Because you found it, no? No index number found. Okay, here also I'm going to use get marks and I'll say the index number. Int input. So this is the input function. Mama in detail kara. Full fledged. I examine a වැරදි දාන්න කියලා හිතන්නත් බෑ මේවට. So this is where you get the input and this is the function call. You call the function. So here what will happen is the function I call, you know. Let's also see what the scheme is telling us. Okay, hold on. Scheme එකේ මොන මොන දේවල්ද changes ලා තියෙන ඊළ පොඩ්ඩක් අපි ඒකත් බලමු. Some things we might need, new things will be there. Sometimes we might be adding the same thing. So we'll have a look on that also. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we have the answer. Write a Python function. DEF menu. So they have used any name, doesn't matter. Print one, read a student's marks. And they're telling you to print two, display two. So I equal int input and return I. Same thing. Def with the correct line, correct display option, return in input, correct indentation, essential. Python keyword def input return must be in lowercase if multiple answers. Okay. Def with the function name for our inputs and colon is okay. Correct indentation. Python word India. So when you use that get marks only, you will get extra marks. Student can use his or her name for get marks, but it is meaningful. If not, reduce 0.5 for the total learn in there. What they say? Student can use his or her name for get marks. Hmm. මෙතනට වෙන නමක් use කරන්න පුළුවන්, but it must be meaningful. Code with same functionalities are accepted. Okay. Mask list it as global. Oh, global. We make it as global. Function definition there. Correct indentation, ignore class, however, must be get marks, must be meaningful, code with some functionality. So what they're doing here is they are going with -1 as the index. So they are taking the input as again and again and again. No? Right. Marks 1, marks 2, marks 3, append index number, input index. They are getting another input also. My mine is always repeating. No? It's mage ඇවිල්ලා එකම දේ repeat වෙනවා. So I have given in top. So issue එකක් නැහැ. So functionality will be same, but මෙයාගේ input එක මෙයා දෙකක් කරන් තිනවා. Because before the loop also they have to take it. Inside the loop also they have to take it. What I did was I made it like true. While true so 100% repeat and break එකක් දාලා කරා. This is also fine. Marks no marks in class, so you display the all marks in there. Good, nice. 2025 එක ඇවිල්ලා it's a kind of an sounds easy question එකක් තමයි overall they have given. Right, so let's get into the next question. Okay, so this time ERD they have given two diagrams. බලමු what is the differences role එක දාලා conduct එකේ දාලා තියෙනවා start and end. We'll see that question also coming to here. A full-fledged Python question එකක් discuss කරා. Any questions so far? Do you all have any doubts? Okay, good. Any questions, doubts, clarifications? All right, okay. So let's get into the next question. Here we go with an ER diagram, SQL normalization. Did they have asked SQL? No. It's a very potty question. Okay. B, A, B sections. The normalization is there and ER diagram is there. Okay, they have given the scenario, draw the ER diagram, show the entity attributes and appropriate underline in there. Use, so very important this one. Use only the terms within the square bracket for the description of the attribute and the relationships. For relationships and attributes, you have to use it. For entity name, we can take any name you wanted. The school management system, such as science club, sports club, has been designed to ask a create a database. Okay, first, very simple thing. First, mark the tables. Each student has a unique ID. So we'll mark with the table student. Okay, what are the columns? Student ID. When you are marking it, make sure you mark it exactly as it is. Good. Student name. Okay, මේ පාර marks අඩු කරේ නෑ, but future they might deduct marks. So පිස්සු ලියන්න නැතුව හරියට ඒකම ලියන්න. අර සිහියෙන් ලියන්න. Okay, go with some confident. මෙච්චරක් කරලත් ඔයගලන්ට මිස් වෙන්න බෑ. And email address. Okay. Student can join for one or more clubs. So join is a relationship. So this is club. When you write table name, it has to be singular. Capital symbol doesn't matter, but it must be singular. Club has club ID. Club has a club ID. Has club name, location, and teacher in charge. Location. Okay, club name. Now check this out. This teacher ID is a foreign key because it doesn't belongs to here. Does not belongs to a club table. It belongs to the teacher table. So it has to come from the teacher table. So I have keep a note in there. Teacher ID is actually comes from teacher table. So ඒක relationship එකක් විදිහට තමයි එන්නේ. So we don't show foreign keys. It's actually a foreign key only. We'll see how it's going to be marked. Events are conduct by the club. So we have events also there. Event කියලා ලියන්න ඕනේ. You should not write events. Event. Each event has a unique event ID. Underline the primary key is very important. මේ වගේ දේවල් වලට ඔයගොල්ලන්ට marks අඩු වෙන්නේ. අර careless mistakes වලට. Then you do have the event name. Good. And then a club can conduct many events, but each index in there. For each event, they record the start date and the end date. So start and end date comes for event. No, we have to look for it. Where should we put it? Is it belongs to a single event or it can be for every event? Balamu. Harada. Good. A student joins for one or more club. So student joins. A student joins for many club. A club will have many students. Good. A club can conduct many events. So the word conduct is not conducts is there. Okay, good. Give me a moment. Okay, so when you conduct, a club can conduct many event. A club can conduct many event, but each event is conducted only by one club. So each event is conducted only by one club. So if it's many to many, you could have put start and end date, but Methane, you can eventually put the start and end date here because only one event. No, okay, one event, only one start time and end time because and club will have only one event. මං හිතන්නේ ඒක තමයි දෙකට දීලා තියෙන්නේ start and end. Start date, end date. Okay. So far so good. All good. Nice. Student can participate in many events. Ayyo. Okay. Student can participate in many events. So it's about participate. Participate. Student can participate in many events. A student can participate in many event. A event will have many student. Good. Okay. Student can have three roles: organizer, is a volunteer, and participant. The system should record the role of it. Now, the role depends on event to event because the student will not have a permanent role. Now, within a role demo, this is a permanent role. Did you get it? Okay. And you can't put the role in an event also because the role belongs to the student. So it's where for that event, my role like for that specific event, the role comes in. Okay, for that specific event, the role comes in. Good. මෙතන එකම එක case එක තියෙන this teacher ID. Now this teacher ID cannot belongs to anywhere because there is no such table called teacher table. එහෙම නම්, if there is no such table called teacher table, we don't have any other option just to put the teach club teacher ID here. Because it's not the correct way. Since the teacher table is not given here, we'll just teacher ID. It's a foreign key, yeah? But this is not the correct way. Even though the teacher table like teacher table and name itna. But that's not the correct way. Perfect. Any other questions? Okay. We'll also refer the scheme a bit in there. All good. No, yes, they have taken the teacher name for the club. Role, start date, end event make it fine. Student entity with all listing primary key, club with all listing entity, join cardinality, participant role, descriptive. Exact case is essential for the relationship. Case kilken uppercase, lowercase, that you have to be must. I atal den depa, varadi karanda tipa, you have to write it properly. Exact casing is important. Adida uppercase na, harit uppercase. Okay, danda lowercase na harit lowercase take danda. Entity names must be singular. See, I said you entity single medium students can use single name time medium. Okay, multiple diagrams. So you have to be very careful with what the cases. So make sure that when you are doing the ER diagram, ඔයාලට ගොඩක් අයට practice නෑ. I'm pretty sure students those who all have been with us they know because we corrected exactly how examiner has to be correcting and we gave them papers. අපි mark කරලා දුන්න ඔයාලන් කොහෙද කොහෙද mistakes කියලා. But some majority of y'all might have not done papers. The majority of y'all not might have done enough papers like 5 6 papers කරලා ඇති. We have been doing almost 20 plus papers. එතකොට every single mistakes අපි පෙන්නුවා ළමයිට. Okay, මෙහෙම තමයි කියන්නේ මේක තමයි කියන්නේ. Even including the question numbers, very important. Okay, ගුලන්ටම දන්නේ නැතුව you make those mistakes. So question number is must. Put the question number, start it. Start every question in a new page. You can get enough of booklets. ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැහැ. හරිද? So very important. Try the relational scheme, list only the table with their names, underline the primary key. So you all are supposed to convert into a relational scheme. So that is basically the blueprint. The main mistake is the question number. Okay, the blueprint. So if you wanted to go for the blueprint, very simple. First, you have to mark the table names. Student, club, event. First, you'll mark the table names. First, you'll mark the table name. Then mark the columns. Student ID, student name. Write exactly the same thing. Class, email. Don't close the table, keep it as it is. Club ID. Always make sure the primary key is in the first row. Club name, location, teacher ID has to come here because we have no idea of the options. Event, event ID, event name, start date, end date. Right. Now you might see here all everything is connected, but meta mokut connected. So first use the cardinality. Okay, we use cardinality for building relationship. We use what? Cardinality to build relationship. If it's many to many cardinality, remember, if you get many to many cardinality, right, if it's a many to many cardinality, always remember, we take the primary key from here and we take the primary key from here. We make a conjunction table. A table එකට මෙයාගේ නම දැම්මත් fine. So the table name is joins. We take the student ID, STID, comma, club ID. We don't have any other attributes, so मैं देखो join करो था. Okay, if it's one to many, if the cardinality is one to many, you take the one side primary key and put it to the many side as a foreign key. Take the one side primary key. Call the one side primary key. May send it here. Club ID comes here. Club ID goes to the event table. Club ID. Again, if it's a many-to-many relationship, again create a conjunction table. The table name you can say participate table. Take the primary key, stid, comma, event ID, and you might have a column, no? Put that column also, role. This is how we build the table. Close it, close it, close it. Make a Marvin in a. Eventually, I have been teaching for like 7, 6 years. Okay, 7, 6 years teach karla. Maru endine. Okay, lamai tame maru karaganne. Questions can be different, but answer writing will be always same. You don't understand the fact. Examiner gives you the question in a different style, but the answer will be same. It won't change. It can't change also because there is a specific rule. Normalization சொன்னா இப்படித்தான் செய்வோம். உங்களுக்கு மாற்றி தந்தா நல்ல கஷ்டமாகி தந்தா நல்ல so that juniors will study. උගලන්ට ගුම් කරලා අහලා තියෙන මේවා 2025 මාට්ටික වකල කේටිකිද මාඩු වකල කේටි සිල්ලි වේරල්ල okay I'm scolding in a public class also what to do can't help in there ගුම් සෙට් එකක් විදිහට okay මේක මා උඹලට පාස් කරන්න බැරි නම් උඹලා එල මැරෙන්න ඕනේ බං කියලා තමයි කියන්න ඕනේ ඇයි අර only 2 students have taken A in ICT 400 okay I just can't even imagine in there okay ඕකේ ගොන් සෙට් එකක් ඉගෙන ගත්තේ නෑනේ ඒක තමයි කියන්නේ. ඕකේ උඹලා හරි ඉගෙන ගනින් උඹලා හරි ඉගෙනගෙන හොඳ රිසල්ට් එකක් ගන්න. Take 3A. Adupuru you will never regret. You will not cry. Okay, ayyo, I took 3A. I couldn't start. I couldn't okay sleep properly. I was working hard. I'm feeling very tired. May tired is very temporary. Okay, right now whatever the tired, whatever the stress that you all are going through is temporary for you. May temporary okay feelings okay hinda don't lose a permanent solution. Okay, after you get 3A, after you get a good rank in there, you will not come and cry. Okay, you will enjoy no adhe martha. Right now cry, right now work hard. You should not sleep at all. தூக்கம் போப்பாடா சும்மா வெறி லீக்கணும் ஓகே சரி எடுத்துட்டு குடுறான் okay 2 years of my hard work I'm not going to give up on easily. Okay, if you are well prepared in there you don't matter what question you are getting you can still try it. Okay, don't give up easily. මොරාල්ලේ තියාගන්න okay right now මමත් මොරාල්ලෙක ඉන්නේ ඔයගලන්ට එක්කම எனக்குලට උට්ටු போடையிலும் சரி பேட்ஜ் முடிஞ்சாச்சு பேப்பர்ஸ் செஞ்சு எல்லாம் முடிஞ்சு ஸ்கீம் அது இது எல்லாம் கொடுத்துட்டு பட் ஸ்டில் මමත් ඔයගලන්ට එක්කම ඉන්නේ okay මොනවද එතන මමත් ඔයගලන්ට එක්කම ඉන්නේ okay so that you are not alone. I'm there okay as a teacher as a mentor till the last we will be there with you. Good. All right, let's get into normalization. Normalization, again, 2 marks. In which normal form does the table exist? First, you have to figure it out. The dependencies. If you wanted to do normalization keyword, we have to get through the dependencies. Phone, event ID, event type, fee, event fee, services, start and end. Okay, the question is going to be simple. You wanted to find which normal form does the table comes in. First, always remember primary key will be the first column. Okay, this is the services table. So services table like hari avdamuko meawa primary key kila dammot using the student ID I can find the student name. Using the student ID I can find the phone number. Now using the student ID, if I enter the student ID like S0, S001, okay, if I enter the student ID, I will get 203 events. Event 101, event 102. So it cannot be identified uniquely. So me have a But using the event ID, which is another type of a composite primary key, I can find the event number. I can find the event fee. Make an easy question. I can find the fee also, no? Yeah, fee also can be found. Start and end date also same. This gong question only. Seriously. Okay, gong the dannetna mana question and the kila putta kinda balam. In the event ID key, ஒரே time ஆயிக்குது. Yeah, no. See, அப்ப வேறொன்றும் இல்லை. ம். दिक्कत है ना हिंदी में duplication see the reason there is duplication because there is dependency when the primary key dependent we call it as functional dependency this is sorry partial dependency එතකොට මෙන්න table එකේ if the table has partial dependency it is in what normal form if it has multi values if it has partial dependency, if it has transitive dependency, if it has functional dependency. If a table has multiple values, zero normal form, partial dependency, first normal form, transitive dependency, second normal form, functional dependency, third normal form. Gung question 2025. Discuss panna stress stress. Okay, yes, na more question na paper rekada karla natti. Hari, etakota in which normal form does the table exist? It has partial dependency now. First normal form. The reason is it contains partial dependency. Question number 2. Okay, sorry, done. Okay, so how can you convert the table into the next normal form obtained after the conversion given in the underline primary? So you have to divide it. Student table, event table, student ID, student name, phone. Is it a phone multivariate? No, right? Event table, event ID, event table, event type, event fee, services, start date, end date. Okay. Now check the cardinality. One student takes part in how many events? Student and event. One student take parts in many events. One event has many students. மல்டிவேரியஸ் சொன்னால் இப்படி கமா போட்டு போட்டிருக்கேன். எக்ஸாம்பிள் பெயிண்டிங் கமா ஃபுட் இது மாதிரி. This is multi-valued. So it's a many to many, no? So the cardinality between the student and event, many to many. It's many to many. So you will have a conjunction table called services. I'll put these two primary keys. Let's also check our answer scheme. Okay, credit given for the table, additional table. When you are doing the relational scheme, additionally, monahari veradda the moth, they will deduct marks, very important. Ignore the cases, table names, ideal table name must be shown. However, this here, ignore the cases, spelling, miss, ideally, table name must be shown. However, this year they ignore the case and spelling definite in them. Please note this may change in the future year. This year minor spelling are allowed in the attribute name, but however, future they will not take it in. Future on order paper. Get ready. First normal form, partial dependency. Nice. Event table, events. Services method dala. Okay. Services available method. Aye. Balamopi. Event, student event. So we put services available. Services have come in. Why? Can I, using the event ID, can I find the services? Banning. See, why? For event 101, printing. Mama note just a miss. See mistake. With a careless mistake one no. Just a miss. So, event ID each and everything in detail one by one balande. Mistakes because you should not get low marks in there. Okay, will services should come here. Good. Yeah. Pakka. Guys, when is your business studies paper? You'll have your business on Thursday. The business paper is on Thursday. Yeah, no, 13th. Okay. Good. Then 2025 paper, they have included web development in with a different style. A student has developed a system using HTML, PHP, SQL for the user to reserve doctor appointment slot. The hospital is open for outpatient from this time to this hour each day. However, its simplicity, the student has considered only 15 minutes appointment per slot. Okay. The system uses a database called booking with the following table. So booking has date, time, phone number, okay, date of the appointment, time of the appointment, patient name, patient's phone number. A user enter the required appointment date in the system in the initial interface of figure 1.1. He is entering the date. Okay. Without even checking the booking table. What date should not allow in the input? I don't know why this question there was there. Somebody got a question like getting Okay. Now, okay, you are supposed to enter your date. They are asking what date is not allowed. Visit කරන්න ඕන date එකක් හරිද? Very simple. You are supposed to enter your date of birth. சொல்லுங்களே. You are supposed to enter your date of birth. Now, when you are entering a date of birth, which date of birth is not allowed? What type of a date is not allowed? Half it. Okay, ஒரு date of birth சொன்னா not allowed. 2007 324 அது அது 224 not allowed. Okay, very simple one. You can't have an invalid date. The other one, you can't have a previous date. Visit should be done in the future. Okay, all data visit should be in the future in there. So current date එකට වඩා visit කරන්න ඕනේ before දාන්න බෑ. යා 1950 ලම් පොඩේලා. අයියෝ මොක question එකේ තියෙනවා. Okay, any previous the past the invalid date format. That's number one. එහෙම නැත්නම් okay, any earlier dates the earlier date නැත්නම් any past date. Now visiting කියලා කියන්නේ booking එකක් දාන්නේ ඉස්සරහටනේ. Any past එහෙමද earlier date එකක් දාමුද? Past or any past date. Past. How do you say any past date? Should I put the any past date is the word? Yeah, 19 previous date. அப்படியா? Any date from past. அப்படி ஓகேயா? Past years. Yeah, past years. 1995 දාන්න බෑනේ visit date එකක්. Good. The book question on that. Seriously, man. Okay. The slot is available for selecting the booking appointment shown in the appointment list file. Two colors are used to indicate the reserved and unreserved slot. A sample output is shown in figure 1.2. So once you put the date, they have this reservation slot is there. Book the slot. Okay. An extract of file list.php okay is shown in figure 10.3. Okay, so there is a PHP file. Let's figure it out. What is it? What is the result variable extract of file assets in India? In it, what is the result variable expected to contain? What is the result variable? Where the hell do I have the result variable? Yeah. You remember this result variable? Not the first time we have done. They have not given that code, but may result variable like what is to be expected. You remember from where would have been taken? Questions කරලා මතකති. මේ fetch association එක මම 3 පාරක් 5 පාරක් 10 පාරක් කරලා ඇති. Okay, this is comes from where? It's the middle of the code. Remember? Power pack lela mandiginga. Fetch association. This is basically it's a variable. Okay, that is referring the database. A variable which exists, which contains the values from the booking table. A variable that contain the records from the booking table entry from the booking table. It's that variable. मैं किवर वेला भी past papers double check करूँगा कि correct and wrong. Did you understand that? This result, fetch association, and they you put that result associated put oroku போட்டுருவாங்க. In figure 1.3, the code says the part A, okay, contained three lines of code. Write down the write down its code line. So if row time equal to 8, available 0. එන ඒ වගේම අනිත් දෙකත් කරන්න ඕනේ. See, you are checking this row time equal to if here. Okay, so if the row time is available to 8 equal to 0, else the other one, else the other one, no? Yeah, now that this is they have marked it, no? So you can say else if bracket close see the bracket has not been closed. If row time equal to 8 available, make a close vela curly bracket missing. Curly bracket okay, the curly bracket is also missing in there. එහෙම නැත්තම් yeah, if $sign row time equal to 815, no? 0815, then $sign avail 0 available, that's one, no? Slot number 1 equals 0. Make a bracket curly bracket, this curly bracket has to be coming in. Curly bracket tech end missing because if and else will have curly bracket. I'll show it to you. Okay, that's fine. So if this is there, make a save karna, make a rotate take so we can put all three. It available three codes. See, contain three lines of code. So metana ekai, dekai, tunai. B figure should contain a message to be printed on a screen. What should be stated in it? So it is B. B avilla booking reserved, no? Okay, your slot has been reserved. Hari muna hari kakkendone. Why it is such an easy question they have gone? Like kind of easy question nekak. That is where once if it's available now. Okay, if it's available now. Booking available. Okay, booking available. Did you all understand this? So here you check it one by one slot check karla. If this is available, if 1 is available, 2 is available, 3 is available, we print what? Available. We print the other ones. We'll see. We see. Write down the replacement to CDEF from the extract code. They have already given the values in there. So CDEF C D E N F. Okay, what happens here? If the booking is available, this one. See, if you bracket per me pay me, curly brackets will come. Make okay, if it's not, else there is a PHP running code. Then you close the PHP. See, just check it out. PHP open or close now. Okay, so I think it's supposed to be like It's a PHP code. So it's like this one. No. Is it the table? Okay. Here you have to display create a table. Hari make balam ko. Then if this one again opening and closing, it's a table. So it's a table goes in here, table row. So it's a table is going on. The table has to be closed here because table row no. So එහෙමනම් මෙතන table ඇත්තම යන්නේ. So table border color green, table style background hyphen color. So if this one, if it is zero, D should be zero, no? If because it's a dollar sign, it's not S, it's a dollar sign. Will equal to zero. If that is equal to zero, then we print what? Echo, we print something. We print what? Note, the C part requires the use of 3 replacement. The X part contain the code for other time slot need not to be written. Okay. C part requires the use of three of the replacement. 3 of the replacement. Table C की बरादा, yeah. Another PHP உள்ளுக்கே போட்டு வச்சிக்கிறாரு. ஐதான் highlight. PHP உள்ளுக்கு வராது. ஐதான் case. PHP வரனா inverted commasல எழுவணும். This is the dollar sign, okay? It's a dollar sign. Table එක අදාලා කරනවා. Let's see. Echo. If it's inverted commas only, we can write SQL statements, HTML statement. අතන් කරන්න බෑ. So it should be the table tag. So if equal to D equal to 0, if its availability is equal to 0 now. Else echo F. If it's equal to 0, if availability is equal to 0, if it's availability, it is equal to 0. Anna, right. Okay, now get the concept. මේ concepting කියන්නේ එක red color and green color එකකින් mark කරන්න කියලා. Here the green color represents available. Here the red color represent not available, I think. Okay. එතකොට the red and green තමයි මෙතන concept එක තියෙන්නේ. HR is there, horizontal line. Do we have an output? Next page कोई output है तो नहीं. There's no such output. Balam. Okay, so again, else PHP, if this is availability is there, keyword will say green color. Table data green. Table data style equal green. Mm. 8 o'clock. Else you have the same thing with red color. Okay, maru enona me dekata maru endone. They haven't said what color, no? Two different colors. Colors used to indicate reserved and unreserved. They haven't said what colors. They haven't said the color. Yes. அந்த கொஸ்டினுக்கு இது சம்மந்தமே இல்லை. Colors, yeah, they haven't said colors. Have they said the colors? Okay. C should be the table then. There is no any other way. But take a varadi. Mema gahanda ba because mega PHP ke CSS kahana inverted commas endoni. You must enter inverted commas. Ekada matra confusing and everything. Question paper answer either table. Okay. Table row. Table. C should be the table tag. So C is the table tag. D hari, F E hari, F hari extendine. The C part requires the use of three replacement. It requires the use of three replacements. So table, it requires the use of three replacements. So mitana C part three one. Table row. HR horizontal line varuma. Horizontal line in HR. Is the paper is correct? Okay, we'll check with the scheme for a while. Okay, perfect. Without checking the booking table, what should be not allowed to user? An early date than the current date, good. Invalid date format, pakka. It contain all the booking data if any records visit, good. It contain all the booking data from the table row. If bracket, bracket available 1, or you can write available 2, available 3, fine. What message should be stated? All appointments slotted for the reserved. Client select a different date. So it should be booking available, the reserved. Okay, method booking available them. Okay. Booking time. It's an availability 0. If the availability is 0, it is booking. Yeah, this is availability 0 now, booking not available. Because available 0 now, not available. Available 1 now, it's available. It has to be in that way. So available 0, the meaning of 0 they are referring is not available. Yeah, maybe party they are checking the time and the availability ka rang mehe save karaganna. Okay, see HR table row. So it's HR table row. 3 parameters included. Red color. No, this is okay. Red color is if more than required replacement are given for any of the label CD, don't give marks. Exact syntax, double quoted is acceptable. Although not ideal, the HR tag can occur anywhere within C. So order doesn't matter. Method economic concept made in red and green. So they haven't mentioned the red and green specifically. So if it's red, the green, different colors indicate the reserved and unreserved. What colors they haven't mentioned? See. Okay, my question is, they exactly didn't mention what colors because red booking the not available done. So according to this question, if it's not available now, they're getting red and green. So this goes to red, goes to green. So mostly red garantino not available, but so this question, what actually happens? You have schedule for the visit. You get the availability 111. So it's by making sure all are available. Available kila making it by default they are available 1111 kila available karaganno. Right? That is 8 o'clock, 8:15, 8:30, 8:45. These are the availability. Like what is the meaning of this? It's an the list. It should be an array. Mitra array kila indone. available kila array එකක්, and it has to be a bracket also. Okay, 1 1 1 1, meaning by default they are available. On this is what is the one of this kilogatha? This is the zeroth slot. No? This is 8 a.m. This is the first slot. This is 8:15. අන්නේ So මෙතන check කරනවා මේ time එකට date එකක් තියනවාද කියලා. එහෙම තිබ්බොත් okay, they make the available 0. ඒ වගේම they check the next one 8:15. They check the 8:30. Then they take the 8:45. And if everything becomes 0 nang, what is the meaning of it? By default, it's not available. If all these are there, all bookings are not allowed. Can we? All appointment slots are reserved. Please client select date. All are reserved. Booking not available for all slots. Right. Then you check if it's this is 0, you cannot red color, nothing green. The C part has 3 different parameters. X contain the other parts. Nice. The selected booking time and the time selected through the interface in there directly to the book.php file for processing. With the respect of the input, what database related test should be done in the book. Again, the selected appointment date and the time selected through the interface in 10 point is directed to the book.php file for processing. With respect to this input, what database related test should be done? So it related to the what database kilahano. With respect to this input, what database related test should be done in book.php? What database related test should be done? What database related should be done? Okay, coming to that fact again. With the respect of this input, the selected appointment date selecting through the interface is directly to the pitch for the file processing. Process current. Let me break it down. So the selected appointment date and time through the interface for processing with the respect of the input. What is the input? Date and time. What database related test should be done? Okay. We understand the question. So with reference to the input, what test should be done to this? Okay, what test should you do before processing current is set? All slot must be available. Now only I got the question available. See, the selected date and time is selected through the interface. Interface can be date and time ganna. That is directed to the book.php file for processing. With the respect of this input, according to the reference to the input, what is the input? Date and time. Reference to the input, what database test check should be done? Okay, slot must be available. බලමු මේකද answer එක කියලා reference එකත් එක්ක. D part. Write down an important maintenance task must be done in the booking table at the end of each day to increase the time slot for searching efficiently, also reducing the storage of the system. So write down an important maintenance task must be done for the booking table. Booking table at the end of the day to increase the time slot for searching efficient to reduce the storage. End of the day, what you can do it is what you can do to end of the day. End of the day, can you delete it? Delete all previous bookings. Yeah, can be there. After its completion, the students suggest hosting the system අප තනේ ඩේට ඩීටයිට බුකින් ඩීටල්ස් එලට අද අප්ඩීකිමේ සර්චයි සර්චාවීකිම ටේබල්ලින්ද අප ඩේට බුකින් ටේබල් ඩේටබේ සුම්ම පෙරිසයිරපු ප්‍රීවිස් බුකින් එල්ලා ඩීට පනිට සරිතන් තේවල්ලේ ඕකේ නව ෆුටසල් බුකින් නෙක්ස්ටේක අප්ඩේට්ටව ඉල්ලේ බුකින් ගුණින් තනේ වන්සිට රිසර්ව්ඩ මාරින්ද I think so. Okay, important maintenance tasks be done at the end of the day to increase the time slot for efficient, also reduce the storage. Storage requirement reduce panna sonna we have to delete them. Yeah. Why do we need to delete the booking details? Now, for an example, I have done a futsal booking. It's indicative. Nali Did you get my point? Okay. I don't need the booking details. You are taking a screenshot. Today you need it. Tomorrow you won't need it. Delete kara. So booking details ඔක්කොම තියලා වැඩක් නැහැ. Okay, delete all previous booking details. 4 months old, it's booking details of 3 months old. Unable. Maybe. Got it? හරි. After completion, suggesting the host use a shared hosting. So shared කරලා host කරන්නලු available from the internet. Provide instead of publishing on a hospital website, write down one entire in there, cost effective. Effective, cost effective. When you do the shared hosting, the main purpose is costing done. Disadvantage එකක් ලියන්න කියලා කිව්වොත් privacy. Disadvantage එකක් ලියන්න කියලා කිව්වොත් privacy. Privacy concern. The annual cost of the shared hosting is 7,500. The student suggests a method for the hospital to record the cost that will increase the resource utilization. Explain the method on how you can improve the cost. Suggest a method for the hospital to recover the cost. How can they recover the cost? By the patient. That will also increase the resource utilization. Explain the method and how to divide the total cost. Divide the hosting cost. Okay, among the patient bills. I think so. This any other method? Okay, Ramadana companies report salary kilma elave. Okay. So when they're booking Nathan, we can get a booking charge. Okay. Include a booking amount, a booking charge. Now, if you are doing a booking at ticket book karna kota, there is a booking fee. Include a booking charge for every transaction made through the website. Make it yeah, parking charge marita. When you do online booking, there is a small charge. Balamu Komal scheme make what type of answers have they mentioned? Okay. With respect to the selected date at time, what database related should be tested? The selected appointment on the select date should not be already reserved. Should not be reserved. Yeah, must be available and not being reserved. Write down the maintenance. Any row related to the day should be deleted. Deleting all reservation records. Okay. One advantage, cost effective technical skill of handling server. It is easy to less consumption, scalability, 2-4 hour support, no need of spending time on servers, many support on simultaneous, reduced need of hardware, reduced space utilization. Any of the answer is acceptable. Okay, technical skill to handle servers. Cost effective තමයි මං ලිව්වේ ඒක තව answers තියෙනවා මේ easy to handle setting up cost scalability it's a good answer 247 shared hosting එකක් ගියාම මේවා another different alternative answers I'll include these also අපි ඒවත් පොඩ්ඩක් බලාගමු. Okay, any other alternative answers for E? Scalability, 247 support, 24/7 support in their scalability comes in where வந்து do not require technical staff in there because it's shared hosting. They will be able to manage it. Explain a method to recover the hosting cost. Charge a fee from the patient. Monkey transaction fee. Okay. Estimate the expected number of patients that will be coming for the requirement. Divide the 7,500 from the that method and how to. We have to write it in both the sides. So this will prevent the patient from making reservation that they don't use it. May make a nice good answer. So you can say include a booking charge. Suggest a method and how to improve it. So make a benefit make a benefit. This will prevent the patient from making reservation that they don't use it. 2 marks no. Breakdown so it has 2 sections which I couldn't cover up. Explain the method and how to improve the utilization. So method charging transaction free resource improve preventing from unnecessary reservations that they are making. Okay, perfect. Good. With that, we comes to the end of our almost fully completed 2025 paper discussion. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8, 8 hours of discussion completely 2025 in class. Okay, I hope 2025 paper, at the end of the paper, you might have got an idea. I'm make a fully PDF reserve. I always try to compare with the scheme so that we find a lot of new notes, we find a lot of good answers, we find alternative answers also. 25 paper was exactly an easy one. Okay, with stress, case practice more and go before the examination. The more you practice, the more your confident level will be. Do not make it as this the first paper you all are doing. Don't be lazy. Sit, take 2024 paper, start doing the paper again. Step do the paper, check the scheme, learn with the scheme, move for the next one. Check the scheme, move for the next one. Then try to do some model papers. I know your level right now. Maybe you are in the C, maybe you are in the S, maybe you are in the B, but you still have a chance to improve. Did you get the point? That's you don't realize it. You have another brand new day to improve yourself just by that 1%. So why are you wasting it? Do not regret it after the result. I could have done it. You get this one single chance. Your O level was something that everyone looked in back. Okay, because it's a public examination, everyone will be looking further in there. Your parents will be proud to tell that my son or daughter has gone through the examination. They haven't asked many things from you, but okay, they haven't asked many things from you all. If you wanted to give them something in return, they will be not happy when you give money. But if you can show them that you are studying, you are settling in life, then that will be one of the biggest happiness. You can't go and do scholarship now. Okay, you might be wondering, in A level, should I do it? Should I work harder? Saritan. But can you go and do a scholarship exam now? Ela. Can you go and do an O level exam now? Ela. Right now, at this moment, you are in that match. A level is it. So may vela may okay, you will never regret of failing an examination. You will never regret of passing it. Okay, you will regret of failing the examination. I could have done something better, because that discipline will take you into another level. Okay, till the last day I will be there with you people. Next week full visits යනවා එක එක ගෙවල් වලට ගිහිල්ලා අපේ own students ලට meet වෙලා, those who came to our classes mama meet වෙලා personally. I'll be doing some classes for them. It can be boys or girls. I will be coming to your place, inshallah. Do not worry. Api next one, shall we do a past paper or a powerhouse? Okay, Next, shall we do a past paper or powerhouse? We have powerhouse now 15, 16 like இது. Powerhouse ஒன்று செஞ்சா ஒரு டிமோட்டிவேட் ஆகப்படாத, டிமோட்டிவேட்லாம் இல்லை. பட் தென் பவர் ஹவுஸ் ஒன்று செஞ்சால் வந்து பெருத்தனமாக்கி போத் தமிழன் அடி வாங்குவோம் பாரு ஹாஃபில். ஓகே, கொண்டு செய்கிறதுக்கே உசுறு மொரால் சுப்பீரி. ஓகே, பவர் ஹவுஸ் தான். That's extreme, but then we'll do a powerhouse. Okay, so I'm going to discuss the powerhouse paper 15. Pack 15 එක පටන් ගන්න. ඒකත් මේ වගේම කරගෙන යන්න. අවුරුදු 4 செஞ்சுட்டு போறேன். Okay, keep supporting, keep helping. Okay, always spread the word. We'll see you all in the next segment. Okay, till the last day I'll be there with you people. Feel free to ask questions. Good night. Okay, hats off to you people to who's staying for the last moment. I hope you all have studied something now. Bye, take care. Wishing you all the best. Always remember, just one message, I'll be replying you all doubts. Always, I'll be there with you people. Karmavi. Bye.